Hello, welcome to my lesson on the 7.1 activity and lesson, which I'm planning on going through on March 23rd. So circle question for today is my answer is 12. What is my question? And all the students in the class will try to come up with a mathematical question that has an answer of 12. One thing we'll also go over in class today is my math expectations. During work time, you are working, thinking, or waiting to ask a question. When we are working through the math slides, you are following along, and you are filling in your math packet as we go. You may read or draw only after your notes, assignment, and/or class task is done. If you are not meeting those expectations, then we'll arrange a time to meet with me to make up the time that was lost in class. It could be during NutriBreak, it could be during recess, or when others have free time or enrichment time in class. First up, if you do have your journal, we're going to have students open up to page 149 to 150, and I will give you 10 minutes to complete as many of those problems as you can. These are called the fair game review questions, so a lot of the questions will be reviewing things that you have done past. If you're watching this video at home, you can pause the video right now, go to page 149 to 150 in your journal, and answer as many of those questions in the time that you can. I'm going to keep going in the video, but you, of course, can pause it and do what I asked you to do. All right, now to check over those answer questions or those questions in the fair game review, those would be the correct answers for 1 through 4. Check yours, see if you got them right. Here are the answers for 5 through 8. Check over yours, see if you got them right. Here are the answers for 9 through 13. Check them over, see if you got them right. And here are the answers for 14 through 17. Check them over, see if you got them right. So this was a fair game review, was reviewing essential skills that you will need for Chapter 7. And Chapter 7 is going to be kind of a longer chapter for us. We are going to be working on equations and inequalities. So you can see it is 7 sections long. We are going to be, sorry about that, I had somebody come to my classroom. So like you can see, that is 7 sections long. We are going to be writing equations, solving equations, writing inequalities, solving inequalities, all those kinds of good things this Chapter 7. So today we're going to start with 7.1, and we're going to do the activity and lesson in one day, and we are going to translate a word problem into an equation. So first thing, some vocabulary. What is an equation? Equation is a mathematical sentence that uses an equal sign to show that two expressions are equal, and you can see that there's a couple of examples over there. To write a word sentence as an equation, look for key words or phrases such as is, the same as, or equals to determine where to place the equal sign. So first example there, it says write the word sentence as an equation. So the first one says the sum of a number n and 7 is 15. So if I break down that sentence, I see the word sum. And I know that sum means addition. So the two numbers that I'm going to add together are going to be n and 7. Remember, is stands for equals, and of course it's going to equal 15. Second one says a number y decreased by y. Well, decrease by 4, means subtraction. So it would be y minus 4. Is, remember, stands for equals 3. There is my equation. Last one, 12 times the number p equals 48. Well, that would be 12 times p. Now, I could use an x, but I actually want to get away from that. You could use a dot there between the 12 and the p, but actually just writing 12 right next to your letter is understood to be a multiplication sign, equals 48. So those would be my word sentences written as an equation. What you can do now is pause the video and answer each of those ones on your own. To go through each of those to check your answers, 9 less than the number b equals 2. The correct answer, of course, would be b minus 9 equals 2. Remember, less than is a turnaround word, so I turn those two around to write it correctly. The product of a number g and 5, so that would be 5g is 30. A number k increased by 10 is the same as 24, would be that equation. And the quotient, remember quotient is division, equals 12. That would be the correct answer for each of those ones that you should have done on your own. Next up, a little situation here. There are two types of equations. Situation equation shows what is happening in the problem, and a solution equation shows you how you get your answer. A lot of times for questions that we're going to be written, we're going to write the situation equation, and then from the situation equation, we will solve it using a solution equation. So first question here says 10 servers decorate 25 tables for a wedding. Each table is decorated as shown. Let C be the total number of white and purple candles. Write a solution equation that you could use to solve for C. All right, for this question, the words that we would use to describe this situation is the total number of candles is the number of tables times the number of candles on each table. So if I count the number of candles here, I notice that I have 6 purple candles, and I have 4 white candles. So I would do C, which is the total number of white and purple candles, is going to equal 25, because that's the number of tables, times 4 plus 6, which is going to be the total number of candles that are going to be put on each table. That would be my solution equation for that question. Students in person would take a brain break right now, but I'm going to keep going through this lesson. Task number 2 says, after 2 rounds, 24 students are eliminated from a spelling bee. There are 96 students remaining. Write a situation equation and a solution equation you can use to find the number of students that started the spelling bee. Well, the number of students who started, which is S, minus the number of students eliminated, which is 24, has to equal 96. That's the situation equation. Well, now to solve this equation, to write a solution equation, I would just have to add the 24 back to the beginning. So my solution equation would be 96 plus 24 to find the number of students who started the spelling bee. Next up, you enter an elevator and go down 7 floors. You exit on the 10th floor. Write an equation you can use to find the floor where you entered the building or entered the elevator. So you enter an elevator and go down 7 floors. So we'll say you started at E, you minus 7 floors, and you exited at the 10th floor. That would be what the equation would look like to solve where you entered the elevator. Task number 4, together you and a friend have $52. Your friend has $28. Write an equation you can use to find how much money you have. Well, we'll say that you are Y plus 52, plus 28 would be how much your friend has to sum to 52. So that would be the equation that you could use to find how much money you have compared to how much your friend has. All right, last up is a little we do, you do. So we'll do this part together. Write that word sentence as an equation. So the sum, of course, is x plus 4 equals 12. You can pause the video and do this one on your own. To check your answer for the you do one, it should be y minus 9, because decreased by is subtraction, equals 8. All right, next up is going to be your practice work. And the expectation for students in this chapter is I will give you an assignment packet. And students will fill out the assignment handout and then transfer your answers into bigideasmath.com. Teachers will be checking both. So I will be checking bigideasmath.com to make sure that you have submitted your homework. And I will also be checking your assignment packet to make sure that you answered the questions in your assignment packet before you transferred your answers to bigideasmath.com. So when it says practice work pages, this is what the assignment's going to be in bigideasmath.com. And each day you can watch the video and then complete the homework assignment in bigideasmath.com. To get started, you will see the first question is, write this sentence as an equation. The sum of a number x and 4 equals 12. Well, on my paper, I would need to write x plus 4 equals 12. Once I have that written on my paper, then I would enter that into bigideasmath.com and I can check my answer. Second question says y decreased by 9. So I'd write on my paper y minus 9 is 8, and then I can enter that answer in bigideasmath.com. Please keep working on this homework assignment and let me know if you have any questions through email.